you been doing? Welcome back to our practical English program. I'm your host teacher, Joy Tsai. Last week we talked about being a beautiful person. And this chapter, chapter 5, we are going to introduce a very important article, the 3 C's to life success. And we have a very respected and knowledgeable guest teacher with me. He owns 6 international companies, and he also acts as a president of an international Toastmasters in 2013. Welcome, George.
Thank you. So glad to be here. Good afternoon, all. My name is George Yen. I am thrilled to have the opportunity to share some of my life experience with you on this program.
Wonderful. And you wrote this article too, right? Okay, now let's get to our first paragraph.
When I was a high school student, many years ago, I searched long and hard. It was hard to find the right skills I need to have a successful career and life.
很多年前，当我还在高中的时候，我寻找很久，需要让我的事业和生命成功的正确技术，但是它很难被找到。
I thought about learning all the science and math so that I can be an electrical engineer, like my father, who was my role model.
我曾想过学好所有的科学和数学，因此可以成为一位电机工程师，就像我的楷模，我的父亲一样。
Unfortunately, I was not good in science and math.
很不幸的，我不擅长科学和数学。
Despite trying my very best for 8 years through high school and college, I finally gave up and realized that I was not an engineering material.
虽然费尽全力在高中和大学尝试8年，最后发现自己不是工程的料而放弃了。
So, am I doomed to be a failure in life?
我会因而注定成为生命中的失败者吗？ Because George wrote this article, this is about his experience. I will ask some questions. George, would you please tell us your education path when you were young?
When I was young, my mother took me to a fortune teller who looked at my fortune and said, "This boy, you have to send him far, far away, or he will become a juvenile delinquent, a paiyina." So, at age 16, my parents sent their only son to live with my uncle and aunt in Tokyo for 4 years, where I attended an international school. After doing very poorly in all the math and science classes, I sailed across the Pacific to the United States in search of my future and to continue my university education there, still trying hard despite many failures to become an engineer.
You are both good at Japanese and English, right? Can we say that?
I wouldn't say I was good at Japanese, but I think even though I have struggled with English, I always remember in my freshman year, my English teacher asked me to stay behind to have a special cram session on English grammar,
Yes.
which I never understood. So it was with some delight when I became the international president in 2013. I wrote that English teacher and said, "Remember that boy you asked to stay behind about remedial English? Well, he is now going to be the international president of Toastmasters International." She denied she ever said that.
Right. 所以同学们不要觉得泄气哈，因为就是你成绩不好，将来还是可能成为大人物的。Okay, now let's get to some vocabularies.
Search, noun.
搜查、搜寻。
They made a long search for the lost child.
他们花很长时间寻找失踪的孩子。
Successful, adjective.
成功的、圆满的、胜利的。
It was a successful experiment.
那是一次成功的试验。
career, noun.
终身的职业经历、生涯历程。
He wasn't interested in her stage career.
他对他的演戏事业不感兴趣。
Electrical, adjective.
与电有关的，电气科学的。
He is an electrical engineer.
他是个电气工程师。
Engineer, noun.
工程师、技师、专家。
They recognized him as an outstanding engineer.
他们认为他是一位出色的工程师。
Like, adjective.
相像的，有相同性质的，类似的。
His uncle promised him $100 if he could earn a like sum.
他的伯伯答应给他$100，如果他能自己挣到同样数目的钱的话。
Role model, noun.
榜样角色，模范。
A long forgotten story might be a role model for Greece.
一则被遗忘已久的故事，或许可以为希腊树立一个榜样。
Unfortunately, adverb.
不幸地，遗憾地，可惜。
Unfortunately, he won't be here tomorrow evening.
可惜的是，他明晚不在这儿。
Was, verb.
他是 is, am, be 动词的过去式。
He was well acquainted with the literature of France, Germany, and Holland.
他对于法国、德国和荷兰的文学了若指掌。
Despite, preposition.
尽管，
Despite advanced years, she is learning to drive.
尽管年事已高，他还在学开车。
Finally, adverb.
最后，终于，
They finally realized that the whole thing was a joke.
他们终于意识到整个事情是场玩笑。
Realize, verb.
领悟、了解，
Does he realize his mistake yet?
他意识到他的错误了吗？
Material, adjective.
物质的、有形的。
A warm house and good food are material comforts.
温暖的家和佳肴都是物质享受。
Doom, noun.
厄运、毁灭、死亡。
Why are people so full of gloom and doom?
为什么人们如此沮丧、悲观？
Failure, noun.
失败。
The new restaurant was a failure and soon closed.
那家新餐厅经营无方，不久便关了门。We have some phrases here.
Be good at.
善于、擅长。
She is good at making cookies.
他擅长做饼干。
Give up.
让出、放弃。
She gave up her job to join her husband's campaign.
她辞去工作，加入到丈夫的宣传活动中。Now let's take a look at second paragraph.
Now, a lifetime later, I can say that the keys to be successful in life are more basic skills than those set in science skills.
如今大半辈子过去了，我可以说，让生命成功的最主要关键是一些更基本的技巧，而不是那一些科学技术。
There are three basic skills that are fundamental to being a human being, which can be boiled down to the 3 C's.
成为一个成功的人，有3个最基本的技巧，可以简称为3C。
The first C is for communication.
第一个 C 是沟通能力。
The ability to communicate verbally and in writing is core to what makes us effective as human.
口语和写作沟通的能力是让我们成为有效率之人的主要因素。
The ability to share our experience, thoughts, and emotions contribute to the joy of living and life worthwhile.
可以分享自己经验、想法和情绪的能力，让我们的生命充满喜乐，并且活得值得。
It also allows us to make personal as well as societal progress.
它也可以让个人和社会进步。I know that you have 60 international companies, and communication is so important to play a role here. Why is that?
I consider communication basic because it's a way to connect with other people. And the days of being a hero, one person is over. To be successful, we need to be part of a team, tapping on the other skills and success of other people.
Yeah, that's very true. So do you have a good example for good communication?
Good communication is to connect what comes out of your mouth and what's in your heart.
Right.
Example, a young man proposes to his girlfriend, will you marry me? And she said, yes, I will marry you. That is successful communication if the heart is connected.
That's right.
To the words.
But she can say no too.
Of course, but at least that's effective communication.
Yeah. He said that, will you marry me? With looking into her heart, right? Okay, now let's get to some vocabularies.
Key, noun.
钥匙，主音。
The key to his success is his talent.
他成功的主因是因为他的天赋。
Basic, adjective.
基础的、基本的、初步的。
The basic theme of these stories never varies.
这些故事的基本主题永远不变。
Fundamental, adjective.
基础的，十分重要的。
The fundamental cause of his success is his hard work.
他成功的根本原因是他工作努力。
Human being, noun.
人，人类。
What is the value of being a human being?
生而为人的价值为何？
Communication, noun.
沟通、传达、交流。
Harry has excellent communication skills.
亨利有绝佳的沟通能力。
Ability, noun.
能力、才能。
She did the work to the best of her ability.
她已尽了全力去做那件工作。
Communicate, verb.
通讯、通话。
He had no way to communicate with his brother.
他没有办法与他兄弟沟通。
Verbally, adverb.
言辞上，口头地。
My son's teacher gave her advice to the class verbally.
我儿子的老师给予班上口头忠告。
Core, noun.
果核、果心。
Jennifer cut out the core of the apple.
珍妮佛除去了苹果的核。Core， 你可以看到果核是在一个水果的正中央。So sometimes we can say, what is your core value? What is the most value for you? 所以同时它也有就是最重要的部分的意思。Okay, next one.
Effective, adjective.
有效的。
Window screens are effective in keeping out mosquitoes.
纱窗能有效地挡住蚊子。
Emotion, noun.
感情、情感、情绪。
This novel is full of strong emotions.
这本小说充满了许多强烈的情感。
Contribute, verb.
贡献。
The scientist often contributes to an academic journal.
这位科学家常常给那一家学术期刊撰稿。
Worthwhile, adjective.
有真实价值的。
It proved worthwhile to make the trip.
此行证明是值得的。
Allow, verb.
允许、准许。
Swimming is not allowed at this beach.
这片海滩禁止游泳。
Personal, adjective.
个人的、私人的。
Don't ask Mary personal questions.
不要问玛丽私人的问题。
Societal, adjective.
社会的。
Different countries have different societal rules.
不同国家有不同的社会准则。
Progress, verb.
进行、成长。
The building of the railroad is progressing.
铁路正在建造中。We have several phrases here.
More than.
超过，比什么更多。
People say that a man called Aesop lived more than 2,000 years ago.
据说一位叫伊索的人生活在2000多年前。
Boil down.
煮浓、蒸煮、简化。
This may seem a large quantity of mushrooms, but they do boil down considerably.
这些蘑菇看上去很多，但一煮就没多少了。Now let's take a look at the third paragraph.
When we are effective in our communication, we are able to connect well with others.
当我们有效的沟通时，我们能够跟别人连结一起。
And when we connect with others, we are breaking the walls of isolation and joining with others in our heart as well as mind.
当我们跟别人连结，打破了孤独的高墙，彼此心灵契合。
It enlarges ourselves from me to we.
它让我们从我变成我们，它让我们变大了。
Finally, when we are successful in communicating and connecting, we have collaboration.
最后，当我们的沟通和连结都很成功的时候，我们就会有合作。
The highest form of cooperation where leadership is involved and where great human achievements are made possible.
最高级的合作形态，领导力就在其中，因而有可能创造人类最高的成就。Through connections, so that we can enlarge from me to we, right? But there are lots of obstacles when we are trying to connect to each other. What are those obstacles?
Well, the first obstacle is poor listening.
Yes.
Because if you're not listening well, you don't know what's the other person's trying to communicate.
Right.
So good listening, not only with your mind, but also with your heart.
Right.
This is the first step to good communication, understanding the other person.
Right. Also, you have to be careful of your body languages and how do you use your words, right? So people won't get misunderstood.
There is a lot in the communication. It's not just the sound and the words used,
Yes.
but the expression, the body language,
Yes.
and the vocal variety that tells greater story.
That's right. And what are the obstacles from the connection to the collaborations?
This is to really understand the needs and wants of the other person,
Yes.
and also understanding our needs and wants, and as well as what we are capable of,
Yes.
how to make a good match between the two parties.
So that can make a win-win situation,
Absolutely.
right? Okay, wonderful. Let's get to our vocabularies.
Connect.
连接，连结，
This wire connects with that one.
这根电线与那根连结，
Isolation, noun.
隔离、孤立、脱离，
A feeling of total isolation struck him.
完全孤立的感觉袭上他的心头。
Enlarge, verb.
扩大、扩展，
The house was enlarged with new floors.
这房子扩建很多层。
Collaboration, noun.
合作、共同研究，
We have big collaborations with other departments.
我们与其他许多部门有大量合作。
Form, noun.
名词、形状、外形，
Churches are often built in the form of a cross.
教堂常建成十字形。
Cooperation, noun.
合作、协力，
The success of the project relies on the cooperation of all parties.
这个专案的成功依赖于所有部门的合作。
Leadership, noun.
领导，领导者的地位，
The vice president took over the leadership of the country.
这国家的副总统接掌了国家领导权。
Involved, adjective.
复杂的、混乱的、牵扯在内的，
All senior officers involved in the coup will have to be removed.
所有参与政变的高级官员都将被免职。
Achievement, noun.
达成、完成，
The invention of the computer is a great achievement.
发明电脑是一大成就。
Possible, adjective.
可能的，
I do everything possible to help you.
我将尽一切可能帮助你。We have key point here.
The highest,
至上，相当高。
Jade Mountain is the highest mountain in Taiwan.
玉山是台湾最高山。Now let's take a look at the fourth paragraph.
Looking back at my own career, I have found that when we are effective in our 3 C's, we can accomplish more in our life than we can imagine.
回头看我的事业，我发现当我们有效率地使用3C 时，我们可以成就之事远比我们能想象的还要多。
Of my 6 manufacturing companies, 4 are international ventures with Japanese, Canadian, and American partners.
在我的6个公司里，有4个是跨国企业。我的合伙人有日本人、加拿大人和美国人。
The ability to communicate, connect, and collaborate with these international partners are critical to long-term success.
能够跟这些国际伙伴们沟通、连结和合作，是长期成功的主要因素。
To be sure, the key to have effective 3 C's with others is the ability to establish trust between people, which is very crucial in our lives.
可以确认的是，能够跟别人有效3C 的能力，进而建立彼此的信任，对我们的生命是非常重要的。So, George, through 3 C's, you have built up 6 international companies. How did you do that from the very beginning?
First, we have to communicate and make a connection. A good example is with my Canadian partner. We were competitors in the North American market. And then we became friends. And when the friends, after a while, we became customers to each other. Finally, the final example is when he wanted to set up a manufacturing company in Taiwan. He said, George, we will go into this if you will join us as a partner.
Really? That's what a compliment. He trusted you, right?
Well, that's really the key. We were able to establish a relationship, and that's, you said the word, trust.
Right.
We want to be partners. You've got to have trust.
That's true.
So over the years of our friendship and as customer, he have established a trust in us.
Right. Can we elaborate a little bit more about how can we build up trust?
And the key to trust is the I word.
Yeah.
And that is integrity.
Okay. Integrity.
What you are what you say you will do, and you do it.
Okay.
So that people can trust you and your words.
Do the right thing with the right way, and you are so constantly be yourself, right? Okay. We have some vocabularies here.
Imagine, verb.
想象。
Let's imagine we are in Alaska now.
让我们想象我们现在在阿拉斯加。
Manufacture, verb.
制造。
The company manufactures cars.
这家公司制造汽车。
International, adjective.
国际性的，国际间的。
International investors have become nervous about our country's economy.
国际投资者已对该国的经济状况感到紧张。
Joint, noun.
接头，联合。
George has joint ventures with foreign partners.
乔治跟外国合伙人有合作生意。
Venture, noun.
冒险，冒险事业。
They were the astronauts on the first venture into the space.
他们是首次探险外太空的太空人。
Canadian, adjective.
加拿大的。
This is a special Canadian dish.
这是一道特别的加拿大菜肴。
Partner, noun.
伙伴，拍档。
Are you sure that you want him for your partner for life?
你肯定要他做你的终生伴侣吗？ Students here, you have to be aware of the usage of partner. Sometimes we have the partner in business, and that's only in business. But if you are a couple, or if you are married, you have another partner. Even a gay or lesbian, they have partner. Okay, so you have to say that very clearly. Is that a relationship or is just a business partner? Okay, next one.
Critical, adjective.
紧要的、关键性的、危急的。
That was a critical time in the nation's history.
那是涉及国家命运的一个关键时刻。
Establish, verb.
建立、设立、创办。
Our hospital was established in 1950.
我们的医院建于1950年。
Crucial, adjective.
决定性的、重要的。
These meetings are crucial to the future of our firm.
这些会议对我们公司的前途至关重要。We have some verses.
As well as.
也还而且。
She is a talented musician as well as a photographer.
她不但是摄影师，还是个天才的音乐家。
Be able to.
能够。
I do hope you'll be able to come to the wedding.
我希望你能来参加婚礼。Because Uncle George is an expert of the international business field, so today we invited a student who will ask Uncle George several questions. Chris, please.
Hello, Uncle George. I have two questions for you. The first one is that we are in the internet era. Everyone is so close, yet we feel so distant from each other. How can we connect with others?
Konnichiwa, Chris. You asked a very important question. The internet age is very efficient in communication, but efficiency is not everything in communication, because you want to get able to get into the second C, which is to make the connection. And when you make a connection, efficiency is in everything, because you have to connect with a person. And how to do that? For example, when I learn that you speak Japanese, I will use konnichiwa, Japanese, to say that I have a connection with you, similar background. Mm-hmm. So that's an example of to touch the heart, not just the mind. So in this internet age, it is all the more important that we know, have the skills to go beyond basic communication and efficiency to connection, connecting with the other person. And the only way to do that is you have to go beyond the internet and have to face-to-face conversation, opening yourself, and find common ground to make that connection.
Wonderful. So, Chris, your next question.
My second question is, with 3 C's, what other aspects of life can be benefited?
Because no man is an island, as the literature said, and every man is part of a continent. So how do you join the other islands to create the continent? And because, for example, if you want to have a relationship with a girlfriend, you can't just use the internet. That is very dry and no warmth. You must be able to communicate the warmth behind those internet words.
Thank you very much, Uncle George.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much, students. Today you must have learned a lot, just like Chris did. So it's about the end of our 3 C's to life success. Next week, we will talk about the inner power, which is very influential. Welcome you back again. I'll see you next week.